Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's very special Fireside Chat. I'm Lisa Stearns, and I'm here with Tim Cross, our Senior Vice President. We will be taking a few moments today to update you on some COVID-related issues and how things are looking for the Institute. But then we'll be spending the remainder of our time together honoring our 2020 award winners. Couple of reminders, as much as everybody likes to chat with Dr. Goen, we do need to keep our audio muted so that everyone can hear our speakers. Due to our ceremony, we won't have time for questions today, so if you do have one you need answered, please either talk to your supervisor or post it on the UTIA coronavirus website. You will also find a recording of this session next week on that site. You can find the link on our homepage at utia.tennessee.edu. So first, Tim, can you update everyone on the status of COVID cases within the Institute?
Well, thanks a lot, Lisa, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us once again. And I do feel like we've got a really special opportunity here today. Looking forward to all of today's program and discussion. But let's first think about where we're at with regard to COVID-19. We currently, within the Institute of Agriculture, have 3 positive cases, both on and off campus combined. And we have 7 faculty and staff who are self-isolating currently, either due to direct contact or to experiencing symptoms of COVID-19. So all in all, very low numbers and certainly reflects very positively on the practices that we've been following. Let me remind you that if you want to see campus totals, which include the UT Institute of Agriculture, you can look at those totals in terms of number of cases for students, faculty, and staff online, and they're periodically updated at the UT Knoxville COVID-19 website. Our UTIA coronavirus web page is undergoing a facelift. It's being refreshed and updated. In fact, most of it's already done, and eventually there will also be a link to that campus data at that page as well. Meantime, we're refreshing all the content there and making sure we've got things just as current as possible.
So we have received a couple of questions about federal benefits that are available to employees impacted by COVID. Are there new benefits available?
Well, yes and no. I think the questions may relate to the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. And that was actually passed back in March. It took effect March 18th, and we immediately posted information about that act to make that information available to all of our employees. And basically, the Families First Coronavirus Response Act makes 2 benefits potentially available to employees, particularly those who are totally unable to work either on-site or remotely due to COVID-19. And those 2 benefits are either paid sick leave or expanded family and medical leave. I'd encourage everyone to really look at these benefits carefully if they think that they may qualify, because in general, the best option is going to be for employees to continue to work remotely if at all possible. Under the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, while there may be benefits there for those who can't work remotely, there also are situations where compensation is reduced as a result of those situations. So it's really an individual specific case that needs to be looked at. And I would encourage anyone who thinks they may need to consider those benefits to contact your supervisor and our human resources professionals to really look into that. And again, detailed information about that act is also available through links on the UTIA coronavirus webpage. Those links and those details have been posted there since March. Click on the resources section, and about the second line down, you'll find a bulleted mention of that act and then links to both detailed information as well as questions about that act and answers to them. So hopefully that will help in addressing those questions.
Great. Well, I know we want to get to the business at hand today, and we also know that everyone has had to change the way we conduct business. Obviously, this is a perfect example, and many have gone above and beyond in doing so. So, Tim, would you like to kick off our special ceremony today?
Well, I would. And, you might think, gosh, here we are in the middle of a pandemic. Why are we doing an awards program? But I think this is always a really special event for the Institute. It's one of the few opportunities that we have as an institute to thank and recognize the outstanding work of our faculty and staff. I do regret that we can't conduct this event in person, but I think it's more critical than ever at this time that we do take some time to remind ourselves of the great work being done throughout the Institute. And really, there's a benefit to this as well. Since we're meeting online, in addition to our award winners, we today have the ability to invite everyone to participate. So it's a great chance for everyone throughout UTIA to join us and to join us in congratulating those who are being promoted, as well as those who are receiving awards. We'll begin today by recognizing all those who have been promoted, as well as those who have received tenure. So first, on the slide, you'll see being promoted from Extension Agent 1 to Extension Agent 2, we have Morgan Beatty in Wilson County, Mary Draper in Smith County, Kimberly Hall in Rutherford County, and Justin Hargrove in Benton County. Also from Extension Agent 1 to Extension Agent 2, Martha Henry in Hamblin County, Lamonda Weston in Greene County, and Autumn Vespi in Hickman County. Congratulations to each of those extension agents. Being promoted from Extension Agent 2 to Extension Agent 3, Megan Brown in Meigs County, David Cook in Davidson County, and Rachel Irwin in Lauderdale County. From Extension Agent 2 also to Extension Agent 3, we have Elizabeth Hobbs in Hamlin County, Heather Kyle Harmon in Knox County, and Elizabeth Renfro in Washington County. Next, from Extension Agent 1 County Director to Extension Agent 2 County Director, Keith Boone, and I know him as Jacob Boone in Hancock County, and Jay Powell in Wayne County. And from Extension Agent 2 County Director to Extension Agent 3 and County Director, Shannon DeWitt in Union County and Anthony Shelton in Washington County. Being promoted to Distinguished Lecturer and Director, Charlie Parker in our Biosystems Engineering and Soil Science Department. And being promoted to Distinguished Lecturer, we have Andrew Pulte in the Department of Plant Sciences. Being promoted to Senior Lecturer, John Walton, Agricultural and Resource Economics. Next, being promoted to Associate Professor with tenure, we have Natalie Bumgarner, Plant Sciences, Karen DeLong, Agricultural and Resource Economics, Tom Gill, Agricultural Leadership, Education and Communication, and Luca Giori, Biomedical and Diagnostic Sciences. Also being promoted to Associate Professor with tenure, Charles Quitt in Forestry, Wildlife and Fisheries, Cassie Lux, Small Animal Clinical Sciences, Renata Oakes, Plant Sciences, and Tyson Raper, Plant Sciences. Next, Deanna Schaefer, Biomedical and Diagnostic Sciences, Meg Staton, Entomology and Plant Pathology, and Heather Sedges, Family and Consumer Sciences, all promoted to Associate Professor with tenure as well. Next, promoted to Clinical Associate Professor, we have Karen McCormick from Large Animal Clinical Sciences and Mija Sula from Biomedical and Diagnostic Sciences. Join me in congratulating for promotion to Research Associate Professor Adam Wilcox in Forestry, Wildlife, and Fisheries. Now being promoted to Professor, we have Bente Flatland, Biomedical and Diagnostic Sciences, Robert Reed, Biomedical and Diagnostic Sciences, Marcy Souza, Biomedical and Diagnostic Sciences, and Bryn Boy in the Department of Animal Science. Also promoted to Professor Brian Whitlock, Large Animal Clinical Sciences, Frank Yin in Plant Sciences, and Edward Yu, Agricultural and Resource Economics. And finally, being granted tenure, Dr. Andrew Muhammad in Agricultural and Resource Economics. So congratulations to each of those who have been awarded either a promotion and or tenure. These are major accomplishments. We really appreciate the good work that's gone into earning these promotions and earning tenure over a period of 4, 5, 6 years in many cases. And these individuals are greatly appreciated in our institute. And now let's move on to our award winners for 2020. And let me start by noting that these awards really would not be possible without the generous support of our many donors. And we're really pleased that many of them are joining us today. We truly appreciate these donors, and thanks to their generosity, today we'll be presenting over $80,000 in awards to our faculty and staff. All right, we're ready to move on, Mark. So the award sponsors and our donors are listed on the screen. Some of you heard Dr. Charles Goen on earlier, who has joined us today. We also appreciate Dr. Bill and Ann Hicks, Jack and Daniel Bishop, sons of William Bishop, Ms. Betty Eliason for the Pendergrass Awards. And on the next slide, we'll continue with recognizing our donors, including Donna Downen, representing the Lloyd and Nettie Downen Leadership Enhancement Award, Don Williams for the Prof. Lidball Award. Dr. G.L. Carter unfortunately passed away last November, but we appreciate his lifetime of support. Alice Ann Moore for her support of 4-H. Charles and Julie Wharton and Lori Wharton as well. For the Wharton Awards for Outstanding Extension Achievements. So I know you will join me also in thanking our donors for their incredible support for this ability to really make a meaningful recognition of the work that's been done in the Institute. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Charles Denny from our Marketing and Communications staff to read the citations for these Outstanding Service Awards that we're going to present. Charles?
Well, thank you, Dr. Cross. I'm honored to bring you all this portion of the program today as we recognize our friends and our coworkers. We begin today with a two-time winner. That is Ruth Carter, Extension Director for Wilson County. I'm proud to say in my hometown of Lebanon. Miss Ruth has 26 years with Extension. Ruth is the winner of the Goen Customer Service Award. She's also one of 3 winners of the Wharton Award, representing agriculture in Middle Tennessee. Ruth is active with gardeners and cattle producers, helping them in herd management, genetics, and forage production. She is also a key planner of the famous Wilson County Fair. She and her husband like to take edge of vacations, visiting historical sites. Known for her cheery disposition, Miss Ruth likes to wish people a Merry Christmas no matter what month of the year it is. Also winning the Wharton Award and representing West Tennessee and FCS is Michelle Atkins, Extension Director for Henry County. Michelle has 23 years with Extension in FCS and 4-H. She was Henry County's Person of the Year in 2018 and is the current president of the local Chamber of Commerce. Michelle has worked to improve people's health and finances as well as community economic development. And if you smell something good cooking at the Henry County Fair, that could be Michelle's award-winning 4-H meat cookery team, which she leads with her husband and teenagers. She enjoys travel and CrossFit and once appeared on the TV show Nashville. The East Tennessee winner is Sharon Davis, who's a 4-H agent here in Knox County. Sharon has 22 years with Extension, also working in Blount County. She's involved with youth science fairs, environmental education, and 4-H career camp. Here youngsters shadow working professionals to learn about what their future could be. Sharon also has 2 former 4-Hers who are now 4-H agents themselves. She and her husband have 2 boys, and they enjoy camping, hiking, and trail riding. Next, we have the Hicks New Extension Award going to Kayla Jenkins from Macon County. Kayla has been working in 4-H going on 5 years now. She enjoys training kids for competitions and judging teams, and her outdoor meat cookery team was a state winner in 2017. Kayla also trained a meat judging team that competed at the Western National Roundup. She says when her 4-Hers are part of a team, they grow and gain many life skills. Kayla and her husband live on a farm with their 2 little ones, and they raise pigs and a number of row crops. And they sell some of their produce online and in person, including peaches and sweet corn. The Moss Award features an honoree from each area of UTIA. Willie Hart is the Herbert winner. Dr. Hart has 38 years of service with us, Associate Professor in Biosystems Engineering and Soil Science, with a focus on power and machinery. Willie's expertise includes small machinery systems, chemical applications, and precision ag. He's involved in everything from students prepping lawnmowers, and he's a leader in putting together Ag Day every fall, including a display of antique tractors. Willie was honored with the UT Teaching Award in 2012, as well as the Prof. Lidville and Webster Pendergrass Awards. One hobby listed, farming. Sean Hawkins is the extension winner. Sean is an associate professor also in biosystems engineering and soil science, and among his areas of expertise, animal waste management. Sean has been with us 13 years and also spent time in civil and environmental engineering and UT Center for Environmental Biotechnology. He says the best part of his job are the hundreds of farm visits. He also enjoys projects at the rec centers and partnerships with poultry and dairy producers. Sean and his wife have 2 teenagers, and he enjoys fishing, canoeing, kayaking, and camping. And he admits falling victim to some practical jokes at the hands of former department head George Crandall in his early days. It was part of your initiation, Sean. Robert Reed is the CVM winner. Dr. Reed is a professor in biomedical and diagnostic sciences, now in his 24th year with us. He says he plans on working here 50 years, so about halfway to his goal. The anatomy of learning. Dr. Reed's specialty is veterinary anatomy, and he teaches both small and large animal anatomy and a summer boot camp for first-year students. He's won 15 teaching awards and says memorable moments are when he gets to meet a new student. He and his wife have 4 children. He's into hiking, fishing, American history, and raising chickens. And once a year, Robert travels to Savannah, Georgia, and dresses up head to toe as Forrest Gump. He stands at the famous bus stop, waves to tour buses, and takes photos with fans of the movie, all to put a smile on some faces. David White is the Ag Research winner, Associate Dean for Ag Research. Dr. White also served as interim department head for food science and recently was recognized with the UTK Office of Research and Engagement Award. David has also served as one of UTIA's leaders in the university's COVID EOC, Emergency Operations Center, and is a key player for the UT One Health initiative, also dealing with virus issues. He's done work with the Food and Drug Administration's Office of Foods and Veterinary Medicine, serving as Chief Science Officer. He and his wife have 2 children. He's a native New Englander, and coworkers say he refuses to give up in any situation. He had a faulty fire pit at his home and reportedly harassed the repair people until the issue was fixed. Next, we have the TAAANS Hicks Award winners, agents from each region. Justin Hargrove from Benton County is the winner from the West. Justin is an ag agent and the Western Region Fisheries Responder. He's been with us since 2013 and also worked in Obion County. Justin is proud of his time leading 4-H livestock and wildlife judging teams in both counties. Former 4-Hers tell him their involvement in these teams led them to careers in animal science and wildlife management. Justin is big on the outdoors, hiking, kayaking, hunting, and raising beef cattle. He says he made the decision to work for Extension in the 5th grade. Justin was a 4-Her then and thought if he got paid to go to camp and study and teach wildlife and cattle management, that was a perfect job. Adam Hopkins is our next winner of the Hicks Award. Adam is the Farm Management Area Specialist for Northeast Tennessee, and before that worked in adult ag in Jefferson County. All total 12 years with Extension. He has degrees in animal science, agribusiness and risk management, and an MBA. Adam grew up in 4-H, active in livestock projects. Raising cattle today is still a big part of his life, personally and professionally. Also, he's involved with beekeeping, farmers markets, and vegetable production. And the Middle Tennessee winner is Heath Noakes from Warren County. Heath has served in Warren County 7 of his 24 years in Extension, also working in Moore and Cannon counties. Heath has been involved with cattle and livestock producers, including work with goat farmers, and he enjoys helping 4-H'ers in livestock projects. He's received the Tennessee Cattlemen's Association 4-H Agent of the Year Award and TAAANS Central Region Ag Agent Award. Heath also works with horticultural producers in Tennessee's biggest area for the green industry. He and his wife have 3 children. He enjoys UT and Titans football. Winner of the Darter Award is Sarah Ransom, Extension Director for Johnson County. Sarah has been with us 7 years and does FCS work in Mountain City, including one of her favorite things, teaching a water aerobics class. This improved the health of some 50 people. Sarah was a 4-H'er herself just a little over a decade ago and received the winning essay from the Eastern Region for State Congress. Sarah is also a writer, and her work of daily devotionals called Knowing This, Finding Joy in the Middle of the Unknowns was recently published. She also enjoys hiking and time in nature. The winner of the Downing Award is Stacy Clark from Lawrence County. Stacy recently moved from Perry to Lawrence. She's an FCS agent, and among her ongoing projects, working with the local health department in making face coverings during COVID. The Downing Award is used for leadership training, and Stacy plans to continue building relationships in the community. She and her husband have an adult daughter, and they're raising Stacy's 10-year-old niece. She enjoys watching her niece play softball and basketball, and Stacy also likes swimming and reading. The winner of the Carter Award is Karen Nelms from Jefferson County. Karen is director there and a 4-H agent. She's also worked in Granger County in her 18 years with Extension. Karen has done innovative programs like the Patriot Sports Shooting Team and is also proud of her work with many volunteers. She and her husband have 2 young boys and live on a farm with beef cattle and sheep. Karen is also very good on the piano. In fact, once she was scheduled to play at the 4-H Ball State ceremony. She was riding with Mitch Beatty, who parked a long way from the entrance, and they both got soaked with rain before the ceremony. But Karen dried off and played beautifully. Tanya Bain is the winner of the Alice Ann Moore Award. Tanya has 24 years with Extension and 4-H, all in Crockett County. Tanya has also won the Darter and Carter Awards as well. Innovative programs include her 4-H'ers receiving a No Bull Red Carpet Award at YouTube's Los Angeles headquarters for an anti-bullying PSA. Also, vegetables that roll. The Lunchbox Derby is where kids make cars that can go out of vegetables, like radishes for wheels. Her kids also had a national 5th place finish in the Horse Bowl. She has 2 young adult kids and enjoys riding horses herself. Also, hobbies include drawing, designing personalized cards for family and friends, and 4-H'ers and volunteers. Next, we have the Cavender Awards for publications. Our first winners are Lori Duncan and Tyson Raper. They produce cotton nitrogen management in Tennessee. Lori is with Biosystems Engineering here in Knoxville and just became a mom. She's on maternity leave now. Tyson is our cotton and small grain specialist, headquartered at the West Tennessee Research and Education Center. He has won the Hicks Award and was the 2020 Cotton Researcher of the Year, voted by his national peers. The Wyndham brothers, Alan and Mark, are also winners of the Cavender Award. Both are with entomology and plant pathology, and they are the authors of Rose Diseases, Identification and Management. Alan is headquartered in Middle Tennessee, and Mark is here in Knoxville. Both have been active throughout their careers in helping Tennessee's booming horticulture industry. And there is a third Wyndham brother who is also a plant pathologist. Rob Holland is the winner of the Bishop Award. He's also a past winner of the Cavender, Downen, Hicks, and TAAA and S. Hicks Award. Rob is director for our Center for Profitable Ag in Columbia and also served as an Eastern Region Area Farm Management Specialist. 27 years total with the Institute. Rob has made a farm visit in every county of Tennessee. He's also made 2 visits to National 4-H Congress, once as a teen winner and 30 years later working for Extension. He likes local restaurants with country cooking, kayaking, and time with his wife, 4 children, and 2 grandchildren. Rob once drove all the way from Knoxville to Chester County for a workshop at a fire hall. But when he arrived, only the county agent was there. They soon figured out wrong fire hall. They later found the right meeting. The Prof. Lidville Teaching Award goes to Lacey Johnston, a lecturer in animal science. Lacey is actually not on this Zoom call today, and for a good reason. She serves in the U.S. Army Reserves and now is away training at Fort Sill in Oklahoma. Lacey works with horses and began her career in 4-H horse projects, and today works in equine science and extension programming. For animal science, she serves on a number of committees and also coaches student-related horse teams. Her interests include horse judging, equine behavior, and student and community-involved organizations that focus on military veterans and also work with the Boy Scouts. Her horse's name, by the way, is Gemini. Noor Abdulmomin, assistant professor in biosystems engineering and soil science, is our winner of the Watley Young Scientist Award. Noor has been with us 5 years and works at the Center for Renewable Carbon in the conversion of biomass to biofuels. He also partners with ORNL and the Army Corps of Engineers in his work. He's proud of his student successes, including mentoring a senior design team that won a national first place award. Noor and his wife have an 18-month-old, and he enjoys reading history and science. A native of Niger, he has fond memories of growing up there on a peanut farm and playing with animals. Niger's official language is French, so Noor speaks that fluently, as well as a few other languages. Also in our image videos recently about our COVID response, we had Noor deliver the final line in one video. The script said, "Coronavirus, you are one tough enemy." And Noor finished with, "But our volunteer spirit is tougher." Our E.J. Chapman winner is Susie Nicholson. Susie is an administrative support assistant for UT Extension's Western Region office, located at the West Tennessee Research and Education Center in Jackson. Susie has 19 years with Extension. She's known for her creative posters, flyers, brochures, and logos. Susie is also a whiz with Excel, using computer programs to complete tasks with ease and in condensed formats. In fact, she won an award for excellence in software programming. She's also praised around the center for her help in the annual holiday dinner, including organizing some of the games played after the meal. Susie is active teaching kids at her church, enjoys reading and country and ballroom dancing. The Ag Research Impact winner is Nicole LeBay. Nikki LeBay is a professor in forestry, wildlife, and fisheries, and with the Center for Renewable Carbon, with us 18 years now. Nikki's specialty is in bioenergy and biorefinery work, creating pre-treatments to improve biomass quality and performance. She's also praised as a teacher and takes great pride in seeing her students achieve. Nikki has collaborated with colleagues from Denmark, the Czech Republic, and France, which raises the question, is Nikki French? Well, like Noor, she speaks the language. She attended college in France, but Nikki is from the gorgeous African coastal country of Réunion, where they speak French. Réunion includes beautiful beaches along the Indian Ocean, coral reefs, volcanoes, and rainforest. Nikki likes to sample fruits from the many countries she visits. And born during COVID, she and her husband have a 2-month-old. Marcy Souza is the winner of the Webster Pendergrass Award. Marcy is Director of Veterinary Public Health and with CBM's Department of Biomedical and Diagnostic Sciences. Marcy helped establish a dual Doctor of Veterinary Medicine and Master of Public Health program. She's mentored 45 MPH students in the veterinary concentration, worked with the Habit program, and was the 2016 winner of the Miles Award. Also, Dr. Souza is a member of the Knox County Board of Health, a group that has been especially busy outlining the area's response to COVID. Marcy and her husband are big into travel. She has a goal of hitting 50 countries and all 50 states before the age of 50, and has a mountain biking trip planned for North Dakota this fall. Also an animal lover, 3 dogs, 1 rabbit, 1 parrot, 4 goats, and chickens and guineas. Leslie Werzak is our Mildred Pendergrass winner. She is also with CBM in Small Animal Clinical Sciences Emergency and Critical Care Unit and is the ICU supervisor. Leslie has been there 20 years. When she first arrived, the ICU had 5 cages and 4 licensed technicians. Today it's 30 cages with a veterinary nursing team holding it 25 strong. She has received nursing awards in her veterinary career. Leslie and her husband have 2 kids, both college students, including an engineering major here at UT. She's always been into horses and was once a racetrack exercise rider. Leslie recently completed her bachelor's degree and bought herself a pony as a graduation present. Kevin Hoyt is the winner of our Professional Academic Award. Kevin is director for our Arboretum in Oak Ridge. The Arboretum recently entered into a historic agreement with the Nature Conservancy. This partnership will allow UTIA to expand research on forest and climate change and train future foresters. Kevin had a big hand in reaching that agreement. Kevin has also led in improvements to the beautiful grounds, including building a new pavilion, and provides leadership for our Butterfly Field Day, which includes the release of hundreds of monarchs into the wild. Kevin and his wife have 2 daughters, including a nursing student here and a grandson. He enjoys vintage movies and westerns, fly fishing in the mountains, and trips to his native Florida. Kevin started his academic career at the University of Montana and had to ride a bus 76 hours from Orlando to Missoula. He later transferred here to UT, shorter bus ride. Chad Hellwinkle is being honored with the Miles Community Service Award. Chad is an associate professor in agricultural economics with UT 26 years and has done past work with the Agricultural Policy Analysis Center. We recognize Chad today for his volunteer efforts to make sure all people in Knoxville have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. He helped form the Knoxville Permaculture Guild to increase food growing in urban areas. Chad was also involved in developing the Park Ridge Community Garden and serves on the Knoxville Food Policy Council. And during the COVID pandemic, he's also worked with a community composting site to help urban gardeners. Chad has a teenage son, enjoys moseying around his land, looking at plants and bugs, and putting up hay the traditional Norwegian way with a drying rack. Also, he's moved away from Knoxville 4 times, but he came back 4 times. John Wilson, Extension Director for Blount County, is the winner of the B. Ray Thompson Award. John's career also includes time in Grundy and Marion counties, 32 years with Extension. He does work with cattle, row crop, horticultural, and agritourism producers. He was also one of the presenters in our virtual Milan Field Day recently, co-hosting a segment with Neil Rhodes about forage production. John also played a key role in Tennessee hosting the National Ag Agents meetings in 1996 and 2018. John and his wife have a son and daughter and a grandson. He enjoys collecting antique ag equipment and ag memorabilia and has a century's worth of USDA yearbooks in his personal library. And we have some new awards today from Ag Research, starting with the Mid-Career Research Award going to Jennifer DeBrun. Jennifer is Associate Professor for Biosystems Engineering and Soil Science. She is a microbial ecologist, studying how microbes interact with each other and the environment. And that includes research in biodegradable plastics and soil health. Jennifer has also worked with Extension in developing a backyard STEM program for 4-H agents to share with kids. She's been honored with the Watley Award. Jennifer came to UT as a grad student from Canada. She's a native of Ontario and a graduate of Queen's University. She and her husband have a young daughter, and they enjoy hiking and mountain biking. The Ag Research Support Staff Award goes to Barbara Gillespie. Barbara is a research associate in animal science, now with us 35 years. She trains students in molecular biology, designs and analyzes experiments, and has helped establish an animal hormone testing procedure. Barbara is a past winner of the Mildred Pendergrass Award and was part of the group that won the Gamma Sigma Delta Award, the Tennessee Quality Milk Lab team. She and her husband have 2 adult daughters, and they enjoy travel, hoping to start their international adventures again soon. Lastly, Barbara grew up in a town that did not have a swimming pool. So 2 years ago, she learned to swim, and now she swims laps 5 days a week for exercise. The Ag Research Professional Staff Award winner is Kimberly Campbell. Kimberly is the business manager in entomology and plant pathology, a post she's held for a decade. She's also worked as a financial specialist in the Office of Strategic Planning and Finance. Kimberly provides guidance on money matters, policy, and human resources. She's been honored by EPP with the Charles Pless Excellence Award and also earned her MBA from UT in 2015. She and her husband have 2 teenagers, and she's a native plants gardener, active with her church, and has traveled throughout the US and South America, and also has a goal to do all 50 states by age 50. And with that, I'm going to throw it back to Dr. Cross. Congratulations to all these winners.
Well, thank you very much, Charles. And we're down to our final 2 award winners. And this year we're recognizing 2 individuals with our UTIA Institute Professor Awards. These are really meant to be very prestigious recognitions. They're not awarded every year. We have a review committee that really scrutinizes our nominees carefully, looking at their excellence in teaching, research, extension, and clinical practice. Some years we recognize an individual who has attained this level of national and international reputation, and some years we don't. So this year it's really exciting that we have actually 2 award winners. So let's move to our first award winner, and that is Dr. Carl Sams in our Plant Sciences Department. Dr. Sams is a plant physiologist, and he's also the Austin Distinguished Professor in the department. Recently, he was named a fellow in the American Society of Horticultural Sciences, and he's been very active in that society. Carl's been with UTIA for 36 years, and throughout his career, he's published 270 peer-reviewed manuscripts, quite an accomplishment. His work focuses on disease resistance in plants, as well as hydroponics. Carl's one of our leaders in a unique project called the Fresh Electric Farm. One of the pictures on the screen shows kale growing indoors using LED lights in this electric farm facility. Carl's been honored previously with the Research Impact Award, as well as the B. Ray Thompson Award. He and his wife have 3 children and 5 grandchildren, and he enjoys gardening and getting away to the mountains for some trout fishing. So congratulations to Carl as our first UTI Institute Professor Award winner for 2020. Next, I'd like to recognize Dr. Karen Tobias of the College of Veterinary Medicine. She, of course, is our second winner of the Institute Professor Award. Dr. Tobias has been with us 21 years, and she's a professor in small animal clinical sciences and a skilled surgeon. She's written or edited 3 textbooks, including one that's required reading for veterinary surgery residents across the country. Dr. Tobias also has authored more than 100 papers, assisted dozens of students in publishing their work. She's spoken at more than 24 international meetings, and she's obtained a patent for a surgical device through the UT Research Foundation. Karen has 2 adult children, including a daughter who is a 2nd lieutenant in the Air Force that I've had the pleasure of meeting. And Karen enjoys hiking, kayaking, raising tadpoles, and spending time with her dogs. Just one fun fact, in the early 2000s, she co-hosted a show on HGTV called Barkitecture, and it was about pet care. On that show, she once ate kibbles and bits, and she says that the bits are definitely the tastier of the 2. So congratulations to Karen and Carl for being this year's Institute Professor Award winners. As we get close to wrapping up here today, I'd like to begin by recognizing the folks that put all this work together and helped us to organize today's awards program. First, let me say thanks a lot to Charles Denny. He takes care of producing the award citations, does the work to really help us to personalize our recognitions, and he does a great job recognizing our individuals during the program. Charles, thanks for your good work. Let me also recognize that today's program was the result of a lot of hard work by our Publications Committee, by our Outstanding Service Awards Committee, and a group of event coordinators. And you can see the individuals who are in each of these three groups on the screen. I'm going to say a special thanks to Sam Morris for pulling together all of the information in our presentation today. Great job, Sam, getting the award information, the award winner pictures, and really pulling all this together and making it work smoothly. Behind the scenes, Mark Young is also doing a great job with technology assistance and support. And finally, I want to say a special thanks to Tammy J. and Trish Wagner for helping to organize all the various moving parts of this program. Award winners, let me mention to you that Tammy J. will be in touch with you shortly to make arrangements to get you your plaque and your award letters. So be looking for a message from Tammy shortly. And for the rest that are on the program today, thank you once again for joining us. I hope you, like me, saw some of your friends and coworkers recognized, but I hope you also got to know a little better some of the members of our institute, and you've gotten a better appreciation for the breadth and the scope of the work that's done, for the amazing people that we have throughout the institute. It's a great group that we have. We sometimes take it for granted, but we should never do that. It's the talent and the knowledge and the skills of each of you that really do so much good for our institute and for the state of Tennessee. So I hope you've enjoyed today's program. I always enjoy hearing about and celebrating the accomplishments such as we've recognized today. So with that, let me ask each of you to take care, stay healthy. I thank you for all that each of you do every day for the Institute of Agriculture. And with that, I'll turn it back to Lisa for any final remarks, and I believe we'll be adjourned.
Thanks so much, Dr. Cross and Charles and everyone for joining today. Do remember that a recording of this session will be available next week for anybody who did not have a chance to see. We appreciate everyone being with us and have a great weekend.
Congratulations, everyone.